The issue of Dangote truck unaliving Nigerians for a very long time. Yeah. I think the time don't come now when we Nigerians need to address this once and for all. We understand, say, our government, they very stupid and they have been aiding and abetting Dangote. And this aiding of Dangote group of company has not just started now. I see a lot of Nigerians are coming for the head of a very dark black man. They say they accused Dangote and he has been shouting Dangote, Dangote, the unalive people, Dangote is responsible for this, Dangote is responsible for that. And I was forced to ask myself question, who are those bunch of idiotic Nigerians who they get the effrontery, the guts and the furthermorious mind, the balls to say very dark man is wrong for calling out Aliko Dangote. Dangote group of company is a blood testing company, is a demonic company that has taken over 500 lives in this particular country, and Dangote has not been punished. I have not seen it in law where Dangote actually pay compensation for the murderous act that his company has engaged themselves in. This video is going to be a lecture, and this lecture will take us through what will have been the compensation if Dangote were to be in any Arab country in the world or in any European country in the world. What will have been the compensation that he has to pay if it were to be in Arab country? There is what Dangote will have been paying for every life when in company they take, and they call them dia. In Sharia law, it is mandatory pay that. And since Dangote is a Muslim, he understood that fact because he's not just a mere Muslim, he's a Muslim that understands the Quran. So now he fails to effect what the Quran says with regards to his own company unaliving people. Most of the drivers who tend to be Dangote drivers, they are people who are either underage or people who are driving under the influence of liquor, or people who do not have the requisite qualification to drive such heavy-duty vehicle. Why this is happening, I tried to make my research to know in a case like this, in the Arab country, since Dangote is a Muslim, let's start from that point. What will they do as a Muslim? Let's say we are practicing Sharia law. The family of the deceased has the right to institute what is called a civil lawsuit demanding for compensation and damages. Now, what are those things that Dangote group of company would have compensated more than 1,000 Nigerians for? Number one, the cost of funeral. Whatever the family will spend to do the funeral of that particular person, where the car of Dangote or the truck don't own alive, now Dangote group of company will bear the responsibility. And I do not think that Dangote group of company has done that for even a single soul in this country. Number two is what they call the cost of pain. The cost of pain and suffering. Whatever pain that person will in on alive won't go through before in on alive, and the suffering that the family are going through, or the emotional stress don't put the family, Dangote group of company should have paid for that. Not that alone. Any medical expenses that has been incurred by the family before the person actually kicked the bucket, now Dangote group of company supposed to pay that. Dangote group of company will pay for the current earning of that particular person. What kind of money that person is supposed to collect now? And not just now alone, also future earnings, because this person, if he or she lives longer, that person can even become greater than Dangote. So Dangote will pay the current cost earning, that is salary, and even the future salary that that person deserves to earn. So you now see, say, if Dangote has been paying this particular kind of money, the nonsense that is happening with Dangote group of company will not be happening at all. Now, what will happen for Europe? If Dangote were to be in Europe, what will be the law that will have destroyed Dangote's system? You guys are saying that Dangote is rich. Dangote is rich on our own blood. That is the truth. Dangote is rich on the blood of Nigerians. If Dangote were to be in Europe or Arab country, by now Dangote would have been a poor man. In the British and the European system, what will have been the compensation that Dangote will pay to the family of those in truck they own alive? If in Europe, if it is established by the law court and the law is convinced that that person that is driving the vehicle for the company is negligent and is very reckless, maybe under the influence of liquor, probably is underage, you don't have a driver license, You do not observe safety laws and all those things. If the law prove out, say, okay, that the reason we make him unalive that person, then that particular individual, as well as this company, will be charged for manslaughter. Now, when that is established by the court, what is the compensation? In Europe, I'm saying in Europe, what is the compensation now that Dangote Group of Company should or will pay the person where we say in crock, don't they unalive anyhow? Just the same way as we have it in Arab system, also in the British and European system, they have funeral expenses. That means every money the family will use in ensuring that that person is buried, it is the sole responsibility of the company. Understand? But we go further. Now, in the European and British settings, waiting again will be the compensation which Dangote should have been paying to the people, and that compensation might be loss of income. That simply means the current income and the future income. Just the same way they have it in the Arab system, they also have that in the European and the British setting. That's what they call cost of income, current income and future income. The court will determine what should be the salary of this person now and what should have been the salary of this person in the future. Therefore, this person will don't say, okay, now 250,000 he will collect currently, and he will spend 30 years more to work. Now, 250,000 multiplied by 12 multiplied by 30 years, that will take the company will pay to that family. If that will take company has been paying that to people's family, I don't think that his drivers will be reckless or he himself will be careless with issues like this. Not that alone. Dangote Group of Company, if it were to be in Europe or America, Dangote Group of Company will pay the cost of pains and suffering. In similar vein, they have this also in the Sharia system. They have it also in the Arab world. When I say now, say, if Dangote Company were to be paying, this carelessness will not be happening in our country. Loss of companion. So, the family members also go institute a lawsuit, a civil lawsuit against him, which is the same thing, which you're demanding for compensation and damages. Loss of companion, because that person might be the breadwinner of that family. That person might be even greater than Bill Gates in the future. In view of that, the family will say, no, we need to be compensated because this is our breadwinner, this is our own Dangote, this is our own Bill Gates. So imagine how much money that singular company, what they call Dangote Group of Company, how much it will have been paying. He will not have been in business as we speak today. Dangote will have been a poor man. Dangote will have been a poor man, and that is the truth. And not that alone, where a bad reach for Britain, America, and other European countries, now we say, the image of Dangote Company will have been destroyed. The media go broadcast this, will let people know how heinous, how satanic, how demonic the activities of this particular company is. What about Nigeria? What does the law state in Nigeria? Now, the Nigerian law is likened to all this law I don't read. They get them for deal. What about manslaughter, about this, about that? We have it just the same way we have it here. But the Nigerian legal system do not function effectively. Why? Because once you're a rich man, whatever cases go to court, what they do is like, they make and say go down, now the poor man will suffer. And beside that, in this part of the world, a lot of people that Dangote truck have unalive member of their family, they don't have money to go to court. They don't have money to institute court cases. And those who have instituted court cases, I made bold to say for a reliable source, allegedly, that even Dangote Group of Company, they bribe lawyers, bribe judges to pervert justice. Bribe allegedly to pervert justice. Nobody, I made bold to say, there is nobody in the Nigerian system, time to be corrected, that have received compensation from Dangote Group of Company. That means Dangote Group of Company have been unaliving Nigerians with reckless abandon, with impunity. But the good news is this: the time don't come where we Nigerians will not take these shenanigans anymore. The time don't come where we Nigerians will rise in defense of ourselves. Since the legal system has failed us, the executive has failed us, the time has come that we will rise. If the government fail to address this satanic act, we are going to speak the language we understand and that Dangote Group of Company we understand. Enough of this mass slaughter of our people in this country. Few days ago, it was Fina's sister. Yesterday on Sunday, it was more than 7 people that Dangote Group of Company unalive, allegedly now, in Edo State. The videos are going rounds. And how long must this recklessness stop in this country? Yet we have a government in Edo State who was quick to address and attack Peter Obi, but is not quick now to address his people who are unalive perpetually by Dangote Group of Companies. is not saying anything. He's comfortable with that because Dangote is not a politician, or rather, Dangote is an Hausa person. But the truth is like, if you support injustice, a day will come, injustice will come to your doorstep, and nobody will cry for you when you are crying. You will cry alone when the time comes. Guys, I promise to see you soon. Do not forget to subscribe, to like, and to share this video. I remain the Eagle's Eyes.